Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Hirni Kohai Marzuko. I'm from 12 Science 2 number 18. My purpose making this video is to review something. I will review coffee. Here I will give my opinion about the advantage and disadvantage of coffee. So don't forget to keep watching this video. For the first, I will explain about coffee. Coffee is a pre-brewed coffee bean that has been roasted and ground into powder. Coffee is one of the commodities in the world which is cultivated in more than 50 countries. Now I'm going to drink coffee. This coffee has characteristics ranging from a bitter and thick aroma. So that is not bitter, you can add sugar to taste. This coffee has advantage and disadvantage. The advantage are number 1, maintain brain health. Caffeine in coffee has a variety of positive effects on the brain, including helping concentration, increasing alertness, improving mood, and reducing the risk of depression. Number 2, lowers the risk of type 2 diabetes. The reason is consuming 2 cups of coffee every day can help prevent insulin resistance. This is believed to be the efficacy of the caffeine content in it. Number 3, maintain liver health. Regularly consuming 2 or 3 cups of coffee a day can help you reduce your risk of developing the disease. Number 4, reducing the risk of Parkinson's disease. In one study, it was found that consuming caffeine beverage can reduce the risk of developing Parkinson's disease. Number 5, maintain heart health. Consuming 1 or 2 cups of coffee every day is known to be efficacious in maintaining heart health. People would consume 4 or more cups of coffee every day have the potential to reduce the risk of stroke than people who don't drink coffee. Number 6, maintain ideal body weight. In addition to maintaining the health of the body's organ, apparently the benefit of coffee for the body can also maintain an ideal body weight. There is even a possibility that coffee can help you lose weight. Number 7, reduce the risk of cancer. The caffeine content in coffee can interfere with the development of cancer from the beginning of the cell to its death. While the disadvantage of coffee are number 1, insomnia. Excessive caffeine intake can reduce sleep time and make the body unable to sleep well. Frequent urination. Coffee contains caffeine, which is a diuretic, so it can stimulate the elimination urine and make you urine more often. Restless. This effect can even lead to panic attacks and flare-ups of symptoms of anxiety disorders. Heart rate becomes fast. Drinking too much coffee can also cause the heart to beat faster and the rhythm of the heartbeat to change. Indigestion. This side effect of coffee can make the intestine more active so that bowel movement becomes faster, causing dental problems. Consuming coffee every day also causes dental problems, namely the teeth become yellow, the tannins in coffee stick to the teeth and gradually change the color of the teeth. So it's clear that coffee drinkers tend to have more yellow or goggly teeth than those who rarely drink coffee. In my opinion, coffee can bring benefit to body if consumed in an appropriate amount and will have a negative impact if consumed in excessive amount. Keep drinking coffee according to the measure. Don't overdo it and pay attention to your health. I think that's all I can say. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Intan Aini. I'm from 12 Science 2, present number 19. And today I'm gonna give you some quick review about one of my favorite things, tea. But this is not a regular tea, it's Darjeeling tea from Twinings, one of the best tea company I think. Basically, Darjeeling tea is a black tea cultivated in the Darjeeling district of West Bengal, India. The tea is distinct from other Indian black teas such as Absen, as it is made using a different tea plant variety. While most Indian tea are made using the tea plant known as Camellia sinensis amica, this black tea is made using the Chinese cultivar known as Camellia sinensis. This type of tea patch features smaller leaves and a more potent aroma. The tea cultivar is also used to produce green tea, white tea, and oolong tea. And for the caffeine content, although it's commonly thought that Absen tea has more caffeine, that may not be always true because Darjeeling is made from younger leaves and buds that contain more caffeine than the older, more mature leaves. Research showed that with 1.7 grams of caffeine per 100 grams of leaf, it generally has more caffeine than other Indian loose leaf teas such as Absen or Nilgiri. However, findings and frequent from other Indian teas may give a stronger cup. The total content will depend on the type of leaves, flash, processing, and brewing method too. Since Darjeeling tea is a black tea, it is often used as the base of masala chai and other flavored teas such as Earl Grey. The Indian black teas offers bold astringency thanks to the presence of tannins and muscatel flavor, which is distinctly sweet and features a spiced undertone that is musky. The flavor profile changes when it comes to first flash teas and second flash teas. Early teas tend to be milder, while later harvest teas have a higher astringent characteristic. The unique flavor of Darjeeling tea is created through a fascinating process that occurs during cultivation. Insects such as liveworms and thrips suck on the sap and the tea leaves, causing mild to match, and then the plant responds by producing terpenes, which works to repel these insects. The higher terpenes content is responsible for the muscatel flavors of this Indian tea, and unlike Absen teas from Darjeeling taste better without milk or sugar because Darjeeling is not milky as Absen and has a muscatel and fruity note. It's lighter both in color and texture, and to brew Darjeeling tea, always use fresh spring water because the choice of water is very important if you want to experience all flavor nuances of Darjeeling tea. Water temperature should be around 85 degrees Celsius to 19 degrees Celsius and then steep for 3 minutes. Spring flush will have a lighter and fresher flavor while the summer one will always be stronger. But surprisingly for me, this Darjeeling tea, especially from this brand, has a weak aroma, both before and after steeping. It has a vegetal smell without much complexity like cutgrass or sugarcane. The aroma has a sweetness to it, but again, not as complex as other Darjeeling plants. The flavor is more complex than I expected based on both the aroma and experience with Twinings either black teas, and the tea is quite floral tasting and astringent with a little bitterness reminding me of jasmine, and the flavor isn't as strong as I'd like, but is pleasant and easy to drink. After the tea has cooled a little, the flavor really opens up. The astringency is more pronounced and the flavor becomes even more floral with notes of orange blossom and honey. By the end of the cup, the astringency is distracting. It's still not bitter and the flavor is still nice, but it's as astringent as many grocery store plants. Overall, not disappointing, but among tea bags, I strongly prefer the Darjeelings from a number of other companies like Carney & Sons and Ahmad Tea because Ahmad Tea's Darjeeling is even cheaper than Twinings and far surpasses it in quality. Okay, I think that's all from me. If there is any mistake, forgive me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye.
Hi, my name is Vereka Kumaraningsih from 12 Science 2 number 30. I want to review a film. The title is Encanto. Finding something the whole family can watch during the holiday is a perennial challenge. It is much a part of tradition as turkey on Thanksgiving and Christmas carols on the radio soon after. This holiday season, Disney is serving up a warm, feel-good family-friendly movie called Encanto. A Colombian magical release tells of a family that receives special powers after surviving a tragedy. Encanto is a colorful, comforting, and relatable Disney film with beautifully sculpted characters. This animated musical fantasy film revolves around the marvels of the enchanted Madrigal family. Encanto wins one hearts with its refreshing storyline, spot-on comic timing, aesthetic backdrop, and uniqueness. It is a satisfying watch even for people who are not fans of animated or fantasy film. The setting of the movie and the inspiration for the story is unclear, hence it may instigate a lot of curiosity among some viewers. I want a little bit about the synopsis of Encanto. Following a tragic incident, Abuela Alma Madrigal has been blessed with a miracle in her candle that gave refuge to her family and a magical casita. 50 years later, the Madrigal are a respected kinship wherein the member possesses a unique supernatural ability. The three children of Abuela Alma is the first, Julieta Madrigal, heals people with her food. The second, Bruno Madrigal, has vision into the future. And then the third, Peppa Madrigal, controls the weather with her mood. And then the grandkids, Isabella Madrigal, makes flower blooms. Luisa Madrigal has super brownie strength. Dolores Madrigal can hear a pin drop from miles away. Camilo Madrigal can shapeshift. And then Antonio Madrigal communicates with animals. The Madrigal who do not possess any magical powers is Abuela Alma, the keeper of the enchanted candle. And then Agustin and Felix, the men married into the family. And then Mirabel, Julieta's youngest daughter who never received her gift. Being a part of a gifted family with no gift has always made young Mirabel doubt her worth. However, when a threat awaits Casita, the fate of the family miracle released upon the hands of Mirabel. And then I will review about the musicals. As a musical film, the song plays a significant role in the narration of Encanto. The film involved 44 songs including the opening and trailer tracks. Most of these are the works of Lin-Manuel Miranda and Germain Franco. The musicals are very amusing and melodious, with several funny elements that add life to the film. In my opinion, this is a magical movie. I really like this character and the mystery is interesting. It kept me intrigued, and then the movie hits me with that revelation. That's a powerful scene. It's a scene of a reality that is more powerful than most other family-friendly animated movies are willing to go. It's the step that puts this onto another level. Though I usually tend to love Disney film, I feel Encanto fell short in terms of its plot lines. It's a bit of a slow starter, which contributed to my fairly mid rating. However, wherever the storyline like the soundtrack gave double, you won't be able to get this song out of your head, and I'm okay with that. It's hit or a miss. You either love it or find it on the lower and the Disney spectrum. But either way, it's not a terrible film. It just could be better. I interpreted Encanto to mean that one's strength is not determined by tradition or other people's understanding of strength. Strength is about knowing the ethical things to do, even if it's challenges tradition. And of course, it's good to see the depiction of a woman who isn't defined by her relationship to a man. Impressive movie. Encanto is an amazing film full of teaching that brings big surprise and great emotion to the public. You all be thrilled with the many beauties and magic in this film. The storyline is well written. I really love the characters. They are funny and nice and the kind of people that everyone likes. My favorite part are when Antonio Magical talks to the animals. I love animals and have always wanted to understand them. Watching the film gave me a greater desire to communicate with animals. This is magical. I also like the part when Mirabel is going to save the family and she says something funny. The special effects are terrific. Everything is super colorful. The background music is extraordinary. The music I like most is the adventure song when Mirabel takes off on her adventure. I love this. I love the adventure genre and this music. Accentuated it. As for costume, I particularly love the costumes that show their tradition, yet at the same time are contemporary outfit. They are so beautiful. The message of the film is that we need to believe in ourselves, never give up, because in the end you'll find a like. I give Encanto 5 out of 5 stars. I recommended it for age 10 to 18 and to plus adult too. And it's enough from me. Thank you and goodbye.
Hello guys, this is me Vina Aulia Kusmawardani. I'm from 12 Science 2, number 32. At this time, I will review a book that was trending on Twitter, and FAP TikTok is full of this book, Dikta dan Hukum. Who does know this book? For those of you who don't know, I will explain first the fact that the beginning of this book was from AU on Twitter. Well, do you know about AU? AU is the alternative universe. So there are people who admire idols. They make stories about their idols, but not the real stories. I think this novel is very simple, so I'm not bored to read until I'm done in a short time. Okay, let's discuss the cover and title, Dikta dan Hukum. Here is the story of Dikta who studied law. For the cover, I think it's really sweet, the color of the sunset. So far, please write beautiful, sweet as hinting a sadness, but wrapped in beauty. The genre of this book is romance. Yeah, it's definitely about love. But the love is not about a partner or lover. Here it arises where the love of our affection to friend, to family. Usually when I read a novel, there should be a sentence that makes me interested in reading this novel directly until it's finished. No matter how strongly the article binds a law, there will still be one supreme law, the law of God. That's right. God's law is that no one can oppose. A piece of the story that I will tell you so that you are even more curious to read this book. So the story of a man who can be said to be perfect in physique. His heart is like good, smart, rich, lovely and handsome. Is there anything in the real life? His name is Dikta. Then he will be matched up with a childhood friend named Nadira. At the time the two of this arranged marriage because they felt, oh, why did a childhood friend get matched? Moreover, they don't like each other. But it turns out that the middle of this book tells how Nadira feels about Dikta. Nadira unknowingly opened her heart to Dikta, but when both of them like each other and want to be honest with what they feel, there is another barrier. Yeah. Actually, the reason it's clash, Dikta is sick and can be helped. This novel focuses on telling a Dikta problem about how to fight his illness, not just for himself, but for the people around him. Then tells the story of a high school teenager who is about to undergo an exam. My favorite scene in this book is the friendship between Dikta and his friends. Their solid friendship made me amazed and made me wonder, there is really friendship like that? This is like giving me a new perspective on the other side of men in the aspect of friendship. Last, God who has arranged everything. Okay, we get into an interesting point in my opinion. First, there are many general knowledge in this novel, like about the law, about the history of Indonesia. There are also many admonitions for us to believe in ourselves. And the ending is in accordance with the quote I mentioned earlier that God cannot be told. Okay, moving on to the point that I think is lacking. I think the lack is there's one character that makes me like, why are you so kind? This character is Jeno, Nadira's boyfriend, who eventually becomes an ex-boyfriend. The author gives the character too kind to Jeno, like this character doesn't exist in the real life. And there's always learning in every story. Number 1, don't give up and love yourself. Number 2, feel free to share your story because communication is important. Number 3, getting better than ever. Number 4, it's okay to not be okay. And number 5, make a things to do, like what's your expectation, what's your targets. Okay, I read this book 8 out of 10, and I got the news that this book was also released as a web series. And because I have read this book, maybe later I will watch a web series too. Okay, this is my short review about novel Dikta dan Hukum. Thank you for watching. See you.
Hello everyone, my name is Firizat Louisa Di Fatanaya. You can call me Louisa or Louis. I'm from 12 Science 2, number Absen 33. So, to complete my practice exam scores, I will make this video review guided by Mrs. Mosi. This video review will talk about songs entitled Heal the World by Michael Jackson, or often dubbed the King of Pop. The song was released in 1991 on album entitled Dangerous. Heal the World in Indonesia means healing the earth. The song lasts 6 minutes 22 seconds, is about who must make the earth a better place for our children and grandchildren later. The song calls for peace and the call to life based on love and affection among human beings. At the beginning of the song, there was a little boy who read a poem. He thinks about the younger generation. Younger generation say they want to make the world a better place for their children and grandchildren. He thinks they can make it a better place. The earth can become much brighter if you really try. You will not find anything to weep, no sorrow or sorrow. This song explains there are so many ways to achieve it if you care about life. Michael Jackson invites us all to heal the world for you and all mankind. If we try, we will see this happiness. We cannot feel fear of horror. Love alone is enough for this world to grow. The lyrics tell us that there will not be a good world if the war continues to occur, ranging from tribal wars, religion, until international war. Even today, people are selfish, and too demanding of position or possession. They don't care about their brothers. There is no sense of kindship or friendship anymore. However, Michael Jackson still assumes that everyone in this world is his brother. We must not discriminate against race, ethnicity, religion, or economic background, even until hostilities occur. These songs once no longer exist in this world. The dream we have imagined will tremble to face of joy. The world we have believed will once again shine in beauty. But why we continue the strange life, injure the world and glorify his soul? Although it looks simple, but this child of God, we must be grateful for all the blessings from God. We can be hyped, don't let our souls die. Don't let our spirits go. Our spirit goes up. Let us create peace and a better life in this world without fear. Together we will cry happily to see the countries replacing their swords to be with peace. Michael Jackson believed that we can all really achieve peace if we all care about life. Besides having a deep meaning, this song also feels comfortable to hear because it has the strength of touching tones. This song can also be said to be one of the all-time pop songs that will continue to be remembered until whenever. This song is still often used in news about events on Earth and during the event of peace. Unfortunately, the duration of the song is too long, so listeners can be bored. At the end of the song rap is also repeated many times. I think it's less efficient because rap songs are sung too often. However, overall the song is really a song that has deep meaning and is needed for the people of Indonesia today. I hope they soon reconcile. This song gives me the motivation to continue to keep the earth for me, all mankind, and our children and grandchildren later. I think
think enough for me. Thank you for attention and see you soon. Bye.